Hey everyone, I'm Joey. Today I'm going to teach you how to do the beginner balloon twisting technique of consecutive bubbles. I use them for little pearl necklaces or gems on the top of a tiara or princess crown. I use them as hair on the back of animals' necks. I use them as the tiny little feet of insects. There's a lot of practical uses for these consecutive twists, so let's jump into it and give it a try. The supplies you're going to need are, of course, a balloon twisting balloon. Unless you have lungs of steel, I highly suggest a hand inflator. This one is a dual action pump, which means it shoots air out the end when you pull it out and when you push it in. Very convenient, I highly recommend it. You can use whatever brand of balloon twisting balloon you'd like. I've tried almost all of them. The dollar store, Amazon, Walmart, Party City, Qualitex, Sempertex, Vitalitex, you name it, I've probably tried them. My favorite so far is Kugel balloons. There's a link in the description below if you want to check those out and do your own research on them. Let's inflate our 260 size balloon twisting balloon about halfway. I tell everybody that I train this, the most difficult part of balloon twisting is tying this initial knot in the balloon. If you're having trouble tying this initial knot, check out my tutorial to see how I do it. Hopefully it's got some good tips that will make it easier for you. To make consecutive bubbles in a balloon, there's a couple different things you have to remember. You need to be twisting the same side of the balloon in the same direction the entire time. If not, it's very likely that you will counteract the twists that you're doing throughout it, potentially unraveling your consecutive twists. An easy way to think about this is basically just hold on to the front of the balloon, only use one hand that's on the back end of the balloon with the tail, and twist the back of the balloon in the same direction. I twist it towards me, but if twisting away from you is a little bit easier, do whatever easiest for you, just stay consistent. You can make these bubbles any length that you want. I'm just going to stick with 1-inch bubbles because I use those the most. I use them for little pearl necklaces or gems on the top of a tiara or princess crown. I use them as hair on the back of animals' necks. I use them as the tiny little feet of insects. There's a lot of practical uses for these consecutive twists, so let's jump into it and give it a try. I'm going to put pressure right here and twist the balloon towards me with the hand that's on the back end of the balloon. If I'm holding both sides of the twist, they're not going to come undone. The second that I let go of it, it comes undone. So as you're making consecutive twists, you need to make sure that you are continuously holding this first bubble that you made. I kind of wrap it in my pinky and ring finger right here so that I have the other 3 fingers on this hand to help out by making these other twists. So we don't have to hold this middle twist. As long as we're holding the bubbles on the very ends, the twists in between are not going to come undone if we are twisting in the same direction using the same part of the balloon. And we can make as many of these as we want. As you can see, my technique is still holding this very first bubble and then using my other fingers to create more bubbles in between. I don't need to be holding on to these ones. I'm twisting each twist around at least 3 times. If you twist it around any less, there's a chance that it will come undone. And if you have one come undone in the middle of your sequence, that's kind of annoying and very difficult to fix because you have to twist every single one after that. If you know how to do it and you've got some practice, it doesn't take too long, but it can be very daunting as a beginner if you're making this technique and one opens up in the middle. And remember, if you let go of one of these sides, all of these bubbles are going to come undone. So in order to prevent that, we are going to make a joint. The way that I'm going to do that is to take this first twist that we made and twist it in with this last twist right here. And instead of twisting around all of these bubbles, I'm going to twist around the remainder of my balloon and this first bubble. What we've done is created a joint, and this joint is holding all of these balloons in place because these first 2 balloons are not being able to twist around. And that is how you do the beginner balloon twisting technique of consecutive bubbles. If this was helpful, smash that like button for the YouTube algorithm. It really helps my channel, and it's a super small free way that you can show your support. Subscribe for more balloon twisting, balloon decorating, personal finance, pranks, adventures, and anything else that I find relatively helpful or entertaining. Good luck on your balloon twisting journey. I'm Joey. I'll see you next time.